Hey everybody, Tarot from the Divine here, back with another collective reading. I hope you all are doing well. So Spirit wanted me to try something different, so we're going to do this, and we're going to see how it goes, alright? Alright, so, first card, do I just draw it? Okay. So first card, this is you in the present. And it's the Knight of Coins in the reverse. So someone's like stuck, lack of inspiration, they don't have any money coming in, no prospects of money or material health. It could be your health too. There's maybe something wrong with your health. I know we always look at it as money, but it could be something with your career or your health. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this is you in the present. Put you right here. Alright, so what is in your head? What are you thinking about? You're thinking about the Nine of Coins. You want to gain recognition from others. You want to be prosperous. You want to accomplish stuff. The 9 is the final hurdle. Alright, so you're stuck and you're having a hard time getting over this final hurdle. Yeah. So you've got a final hurdle that you're trying to have something, some type of a final hurdle. You know, maybe it's a last step towards a promotion. Maybe it's, maybe you're going to school and you're trying to improve, you know, your education so that you can get a better paying job or whatever, and you're having a hard time. So this is your path, your current path, and it's strength. So you're walking on strength, and you have strength, and you can get it done. All right, so mentally you can get it done. Your path says that you can get it done. Now, where are you coming from? What is in your past? The Star. So you had hope and inspiration to get this done, to start this position, to start this, but now you're having a hard time getting it done. And that's up here in your head. In your head, you're having a hard time. Or no, you're having a hard time now, but in your head, you're trying to get that final hurdle and you're having a hard time. But you had hope, you had inspiration, you've got the strength to get it done. The idea, temperance, balance. So the idea that you had to do this, you had hope and inspiration, but you were still stuck in the past. So maybe you were trying to avoid your past. And then your path, 8 of Wands. Okay, so you got some information or something moved really quickly for you to take action. So you had to take action very quickly. And you were a little bit out of balance, but you decided to go ahead and do it because you had hope and inspiration. So it sounded really good. You wanted to do it. You were a little out of balance, but you figured you could get it done. You had to do it quickly, so, you know, you didn't have much time to make a decision. And so now you are having a hard time completing what you need to complete, but you still have strength in the balance. So what's coming up for the future? Future you is the Tower in the reverse, though. So your past is what's holding you back. Your past, you're afraid of something from your past. You're afraid of, I don't know, maybe you had some sort of a failure in the past. Maybe you didn't do well in a class in the past. And then you've got the Queen of Swords. So you're determined to get this done. It's thoughts, communication, and logic. You're determined. You know you can do it. You've just got to be... the Queen of Swords can be a little bit cold. In the reverse, she's definitely cold. But in the upright, She's calculating. She knows what she's doing. You've got to get it together mentally to get it done. And then for your path, we've got the King of Swords in the reverse. So don't lie about anything or be sarcastic about anything. It's your thoughts, communication, and logic. You've got the strength. Right now, you've got the strength. Don't lie about something. There's something that you're going to want to lie about, and it's about this tower. So maybe this tower is, you're going to try and lie your way through it by not in a bad way, but you're going to try to pretend that maybe nothing is going wrong when in reality you've got, some kind of an issue going on. The tower is breakdown and illumination. It's Mars energy. It's it's fire. So fire is fire is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sorry, I had a brain break. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be, but it's a fire sign. And it could be a sudden change. I mean, something could happen that's going to affect how this works for you, and you can't walk on a path of lies. So you need to turn this around and use good judgment. Okay? Don't use bad judgment on this. And then this is the immediate future now. Let's see how it goes a little bit further down the road. We've got the Ten of Wands in the reverse. You're kind of grasping for control after this tower, so it's going to leave you a little bit, it's going to be a whirlwind thing. And then in your head, you've got the Ace of Wands. You're going to want to delay your start, and I don't know that that's a good thing. And then we've got the Moon. Secrets are going to be revealed. Okay, so whatever you're hiding, it will be exposed. So my advice to you is don't hide anything. Let people know if you're going through a difficult time. Let people know you're going through a difficult time. Don't hide it from them. Be honest about it. And then maybe you need to take a break. Maybe something, but you've got a lot of pressure here. So, but you started out, and you've started out going really good, but you had to make a hasty decision. And making that hasty decision, now you're having a hard time jumping over that final hurdle. And so the decision that you make trying to get over that hurdle could be what brings about this tower. But it's a tower in the reverse, so it's not so bad. It's not as bad. It's a hiccup. More than an absolute, destroy your life tower. It's a hiccup. Okay? But you've got strength to walk on. And as long as you are honest, the secrets are going to be revealed. So if you try to lie your way out of it, you're going to get caught. So Spirit wanted me to get this message out here in this way. So that's your message. Just know that it's going to be a positive thing in the end. Let's see what the angel guides have to say about it. They usually give pretty good advice on stuff like this. Let's see if I can get one. All right, we have power and intention. and power and intention. Okay, that's confirmation. Power and intention. When you align your intentions with the highest good and act with love and consideration, your power is intensified. When you draw this card, your angels are drawing close to remind you of this. You have the capacity to be a leader and guide at this time, and you are being encouraged to align with love and the highest good so that you act from the heart. Often when power arises within, we can find our ego gets louder, and this is because it wants us to be limited and to question or even stifle our growth. That is where you're having trouble right now. Okay, your ego is having trouble and it wants to stifle your growth. It's afraid. You've got fear. Don't let it hold you back now. Call in your angels and invite them to help you listen closely to the voice of your soul so that you can move forward powerfully and effectively in a loving way. Angels are encouraging you to reconnect with your initial ideas and intentions for whatever you are thinking about at this time. Okay, so go back to what made you decide to do this. Okay, what made you act so quickly that you had this hope and this inspiration and you saw it for yourself, and now you're having a hard time, a little bit of a hard time, and you're ready to give it up. Why is that? Often we have an initial intention and then over time our ideas change. The universe is still responding to our initial intentions though, because we have let them go, and when we let go, we let God. So, if you are confused about how to move forward at this time, you need to recognize that you are a powerful being with influence and potential. Have a clear conversation with God and your angels about your intentions, and recognize that what is unfolding at this time has the power to allow you to live your life from a space of pure potentiality. Okay? So here's your power and intention. This is what you saw, the hope and the inspiration in the star. You are almost there. This is your final hurdle. Okay? And now you're having doubts, you're having fear, but know that you have strength in your path. You are walking on strength now. Strength is, you can discover your higher purpose, and it's management and endurance, so you need to endure, okay? This is in the future. This can all be changed. Okay, this is the right now. This is the past. This is what got you here. And this is where you're going if you allow your fear to take over. And all of these cards are saying, do not let your fear take over. Follow through with your purpose, and you're going to be okay. All right? So thank you all for being here. That's your message. And hey, have a great day.